All right, today is Wednesday, the 23rd. Today, before I get into going over what the workout is, you've already seen it most likely, so it's going to be warming up with PVC pipe or a barbell. That's all we're going to need today. Some of you may be just doing most of these movements with the PVC pipe. I'm going to only do them with the PVC pipe today. So we are just pressing today, right? So we're going to start off with our strict press. We're going to do 5 individual sets of 1 rep at a time. We're going to do the same for the push press and then same for the push jerk. So we're doing 5 individual sets, 1 rep, okay? So how you want to think about this is you want to be increasing weight for every single lift, okay? So think about what you want to end your push jerks with and then work your way back from there. I don't know my current lifts just because I haven't done a whole lot of barbell work over the last couple of years. I'm just getting back into it. So Brian used the example of he planned on ending his last push jerk with 225. So therefore he's going to start his first strict press at 85 and then he's going to add 10 pounds or ideally add 10 pounds each time, okay? Remember, in those strict press, that's probably one of the most humbling movements we do. So don't burn out or don't hit failure necessarily before you get to that last rep. If that last rep is super heavy and it should be challenging, great, but you just still don't want to have to hit failure, okay? 2.5s, sometimes even those ones or those half-pound weights are plenty to add on, okay? So that's the way you want to think about it. Start from your last weight and then work your way back, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to grab our PVC pipe. We're just going to start off with 10 PVC pipe pass-throughs. Waking up those shoulders. Hopefully this beautiful spring week, depending on where you are. It's gorgeous here. I realized on one of our last videos, it sounds like I'm in a jungle with as many birds that are everywhere. If you can, scoot your hands in a little bit. Keep those arms locked out the entire time. Getting 10 of those. After that, we're going to set that PVC pipe down. We're just going to get 10 air squats. My ankle is probably not awake for this yet, but we're gonna get as low as we can, ideally getting below parallel with that chest staying up. Ooh, my ankle is awake, look at that, weird. Getting 10, nice and controlled. Moving around a little bit. 4, 5, 6, more even there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, some of you guys are going to be able to do this with a barbell. Otherwise, if you are not able to, just do this with a PVC pipe. We're going to be doing 15 prone barbell or PVC pipe pressing. Pressing, whatever. So you're going to be laying prone, right? Hands where they would be, ideally for your strict press. You're going to keep that somewhat hollow position, staying nice and tight, and you're just going to be pressing straight up, right back down. Do 15 of these. Whew. If you have to, spread your hands apart just slightly, but really fight for that stretch. My left shoulder's cramping. There we go. 15 here, 15. After that, we are going to get some yoga push-ups in. Sorry. Hindu push-ups. People call them different things. Mine aren't the prettiest. I don't have that control in my shoulders. So I'm gonna go from a down dog. I'm gonna start here. Ideally, you're diving through, right? Diving through to up dog, and then pressing back up the same. Notice my press doesn't look like that. So I'm just gonna go up dog, pressing those hips into the ground, looking at the sky. The down dog, pressing that chest back towards your knees, driving those heels down. Try not to round your back there. We're gonna get 10 of these. Take your time here, guys. If you need to twist while you're in up dog, it's fine. It's not a race in the warm-up. I think this is 7 for me. Warm up my shoulders before I do this. All right, after you get 10 of those, hop on up. Shake your shoulders out if you need to. We're going to grab back onto that PVC pipe. We're going to get 10 strict press. So even with the PVC pipe, guys, remember, you always want to squeeze the glutes, screw those feet into the ground, keeping your torso the same. So we're never overextending here, right? We're never cocking our head up or anything like that. So even with the PVC pipe, you always want to do these things, and you want to think about these things when they get heavy, because it's going to make all the difference in your lift. So everything is tight. My elbows are out in front. I'm going to move my neck or my head back, pressing straight up. So if you're just doing this right here, go ahead and press all the way up as if you had the 1 rep max over your head. Back down. Let's get 10 of those. Getting that head through that window every single time. Keeping those elbows out in front. Those ribs tucked in, tucked downward towards your belly button. 9, 10. All right, shake that out. Now we're going to get 10 push press. All right, so push press. Hands stay the same, barbell stays the same, torso stays upright. We're not getting here, okay? So when we dip, I don't want you to dip here, all right? Torso stays up, chest stays up, dip, down and back, torso stays the same, right? So when I dip, drive, press, okay? Coming down, 2, reset, 3. Driving those knees out, not letting them go forward and buckling in, sitting back. You want to get a little faster, cycling, 10. All right, shoulders should be feeling pretty good in the wake. So now we're going to go to our push jerks. All right, again, think about the PVC pipe as your 1 rep max, okay? And here, I'm going to dip, drive, dip, okay? Most of you, if you're doing this workout, you should already know what that looks like, all right? So, or punch, jump, land, whichever one works in your head. Still not letting my chest drop, dipping down, dropping under, standing tall, reset. You can get a little bit more powerful. It doesn't sound very powerful on my foam mat right here, but try to get super powerful with that, making sure you're not letting anything bend, such as your elbows above your head, or letting your shoulders sag, okay? All right, after 10 push jerks, shake that out. If you want to do this next part, I would suggest going ahead and grabbing your barbell, just starting to build that weight, waking up those shoulders a little bit more, okay? So we're going to do 5 strict press. All right, barbell. 1, staying tight, squeeze the glutes, screw the heels into the ground. 4, 5. This workout is definitely a workout where I would wear wrist wraps just because my wrists are so tiny and they kind of are always uncomfortable when I have weight over my head. So that's just a side note. All right, our push press we are going to do at a tempo. It's going to be 2, 0, 1, 2. That means you're going to come down for 2 seconds, not pausing, pressing back up, controlled, so not exploding back up, and then holding it overhead for 2 seconds. So go ahead and get it up there. This is where your tempo starts. Whenever you see tempo work, when it's overhead like this is where your tempo starts. So you're going 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, right back up, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, up, as opposed to me exploding, right? 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 5 of those. And then go ahead and get 5 push jerks. Again, with that barbell now, a little heavier, still act like it's your 1 rep. So we're not splitting today, all right? We're just doing push jerks. Right there, standing tall, staying tight that entire time, okay? So, like I said in the beginning, go ahead, find out what you want to end with. If you don't get to that point because your shoulders are tired by that time, that's fine, but just have a game plan going into this. Don't just say, well, I'm gonna add 2 here and 3, 3, that'd be weird. 2 here, 5 here, whatever. Let's just go ahead, have a plan, get a board or a piece of paper, write it all down, and let me know how you like this one. Catches up with you quicker than you think. Enjoy, guys.